What's poppin'? Back with the latest and greatest heat in the classic OU tier. Today I've built some literal fire for you all. So I was suggested to feature a Moltres like no other, and because of that, I brought to you something that's very special, but actually it's not special at all, it's physical. I present to you all Choice Band Moltres. Now why Choice Band, you might ask? Well, Moltres has a base 100 attack that's very respectable. A very respectable attack stat with Choice Band. We have high power moves like Flare Blitz and Brave Bird. So we're going to be doing a lot of damage. Nice Choice Band U-turn as well is pretty useful. You know, it does a lot more damage. And Tera Blast Grass. I like Tera Blast Grass because it removes our water weakness, removes our electric weakness. It's pretty nice overall to be able to, like, you know, do a lot of damage to bulky waters, bulky grounds, and also we could beat Ogerpon Wellspring 1v1. We can stay in and beat it. So I like that with Moltres. And I mean, it has a nice speed tier. It's 1 point faster than Excadrill outside of Sand, and also Great Tusk and everything below that. So quite nice, quite useful speed tier, I guess. And my idea behind Choice Band Moltres was so like we could lure in Pokemon like Special Walls, for example. One that comes to mind is AV Primarina, right? We lure in AV Primarina, we Brave Bird or whatever, and then because it's going to be super weak or dead, Hydreigon, like a nice special attacker for the team, pairs well with Moltres with Choice Band, because Moltres opens up the way for like something like Hydreigon to Nasty Plot and Sweep. So I like that a lot with Moltres because it's a very good surprise factor that opens up special attackers, and a strong special attacker is Hydreigon that is really benefited by Pokemon like AV Primarina, like, you know, Ogerpon with Play Rough and stuff like that. We could lure it with Moltres and knock it out. Whole bunch of stuff. And so yeah, Tera Steel Flash Cannon is still pretty good. I don't think it can beat AV Primarina though, even with Nasty Plot, because Primarina's strong, but yeah, Moltres helps. And so yeah, I got Choice Scarf Iron Boulder for the team. This was something I was testing on my Raichu team. Didn't make it to the final version, but it made it to the final version of this team. Saw my friend use it and it was really good. Choice Scarf is nice on this Pokemon because it's extremely fast, faster than like Choice Scarf Meowscarada, which is convenient speed tier. And don't have to switch out and switch back in and worry about losing a booster energy. We have permanent Choice Scarf unless we get knocked off. But yeah, we got Empoleon here for the team. Nice SpDef wall, and also Shuckaberry Ice Beam. Take ground types by surprise like Garchomp, Lando T, Gliscor, etc. Choice Scarf Great Tusk. So we got double Choice Scarf. We got Choice Scarf Iron Boulder, Choice Scarf Great Tusk. It just takes a lot of Pokemon by surprise. A lot of faster Mons in the tier, right? So takes them by surprise. I was running Rapid Spin because, I mean, Moltres needs Hazard Control for this team because it's not running heavy duty boots, right? But I was running Defog on Neutralizing Gas, Galarian Weezing anyways. Doesn't get stopped by Defog, so Golden Go is what I'm trying to say. But Supercell Slam is pretty cool to catch and snipe Pelipper. And Okoe, that's pretty fun. But yeah, I have Rocky Helmet, Galarian Weezing for Defog, just to remove hazards guaranteed versus some stuff. And I love that mon a lot. I've been using it a lot on my teams lately, but that's going to be the squad for today. Excited to show you all the power of Choice Band Moltres. It is really good. Oh, what is going on here? Battles are... Okay, what is this medal here? Top 100 on the Gen 9 OU ladder. I think I beat you though, in like another video recently, maybe a month or so ago. Question of the day for you all. What is the wildest Choice Band set you've ever used or seen? I'd like to know. The wildest Choice Band set you've ever used or seen. Or just comment to support either way, you know. Hearing from you all makes me happy. Now, got our work cut out for us here. They're rocking like some kind of a sun team, I guess. Sun team. Looks kind of scary, you know. Looks kind of dangerous. I'm going to lead Moltres because why not? I'm going to start a timer as well. Let's just lead Moltres here, see what happens. Battles required to be public against someone with a medal. Did not know that, but hopefully we can take their badge away. That would be nice. So the Pokemon that I'm liking a lot, I'm liking Choice Scarf Great Tusk a lot. Volcanion lead here, so I mean, I could U-turn out into like Empoleon or something, just to, you know, not let Moltres take a lot of damage. This is Choice Spec, so I'm just gonna roost here. Just roost myself to a good amount of health, you know. And they go Torkoal, so I can go Moltres now. As they set up rocks, I'm gonna Brave Bird here, as Volcanion's gonna get destroyed. Nice 63. You got no switch-ins, not today. Not today. So let's see who comes in next. It's gonna be Cinderace. Pyro Ball is gonna hurt if this is Choice Band, which is probably gonna be. Ooh, but we survived. We knocked out 2 Mons. Beautiful. Okay, that's great. That is excellent. Let's go Great Tusk here as they go into their own Great Tusk. I'm Choice Scarf. I don't know if they are or not. I'm gonna Ice Spinner here as they Tera Ground. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Headlong Rush. That's not enough to knock me out though, which is cool. And I'm able to knock out their Great Tusk here. That's nice. Torkoal is back. We're gonna go here into Empoleon, I think, is the play. Fire Blast is pretty strong. Surf is kind of free, as it does 94. And then, let's just go ahead and Surf again, I guess. Pheasantipity's in. This is like, I don't know, SpDef or something. I'm actually gonna go Weezing here as they Moonblast, and I'm just gonna Defog on their Nasty Plot. Okay, so they have already Terra'd, which means our Great Tusk is looking pretty good. I'm gonna sack Empoleon here. Sludge Bomb not gonna work on me. And then let them attack and knock me out. So now we can go into Great Tusk here and just Headlong Rush, I believe. We don't have to like over predict or anything like that. I don't believe we have to. So now we go Weezing, right? Go Weezing here. And then we can just Will-O-Wisp here, I guess. Then bring in, so I think Iron Boulder also kind of just does a lot for us. Iron Boulder is really good. They've already Terra'd, right? So let's think. Why don't we Pain Split here? No, we just die. Anyways, that's fine. We haven't Terra'd either, right? I don't believe we've Terra'd. So, I mean, Hydreigon is not faster if it's max speed. That's the thing, right? It's not faster. I could go Great Tusk here and just, because they need this Mon for sure, right? What if I Supercell Slam? See how much it does to Mandibuzz. A decent amount. Oh, it dies? Okay, so that's fine though. But I feel like here we can just, we can go Hydreigon now and just sub. I believe is the play. And then Flash Cannon. Ooh, we're faster too, which is cool. That does not work on me. And I think we just win the game from here, right? Pretty sure we win. Good game. So, nice. Very nice. That was a great first game right there with Choice Band Moltres knocking out 2 Mons by surprise. They sent out 2 fire types, but their fire types were not more fire than my fire type. Just what you love to see. Great start to the video. Let's get the next one. Excellent start. Their team looks a bit weak to Moltres. I mean, Brave Bird switch-ins, don't see any, really. Don't really see any. So I'm gonna lead with Great Tusk here, I think, is the play. And then I'm actually going to double into Moltres here, predicting either Hatterene or Enamorus, I think is what we do. So let's see. It's gonna be Hatterene, and then we just Flare Blitz here. Hold on, let's see how much this Sun boosted. Ooh, Hatterene dead. Sun boosted Flare Blitz. Not bad at all. Let's go Empoleon here now. Should, I think, hopefully be able to sponge. Ooh, it's kind of close actually. Kind of tough. But they are boosters, special attacks, so actually this is not bad because they're gonna be forced to do that, right? And then what we do is we go for the, I don't know, do we go Hydreigon here? Or, because we don't got a lot of great switch-ins right now, unfortunately. But that does a lot. Maybe I should have Tera Grounded, but I didn't want to like risk the switch out if they predicted something. There have been a lot of Scarf stuff going around lately. I'll Zen Headbutt here as Great Tusk comes in. I figured it would come in here on this Mon. And so, yeah, this is going to be a 2-hit KO. They've already Terra'd, so this looks really good. For us right now, it looks really good. I can just go for it again. Not risk any other Pokemon switching in. Yeah, this is really good. If they go into Ceruledge, we would just go hard Hydreigon and just Dark Pulse, I think. So this is really good. I do see the Boulder endgame here. Scarf Boulder endgame, I think, is what's going to happen. Let's go into Weezing here is the play. Healing Wish. Okay, so they're gonna Healing Wish Walking Wake, which is actually gonna be really bad. Really, really bad. But no Sun, so that's good. No Sun right now. I'm just gonna Strange Steam spam, and then Pain Split spam, I guess. Essentially, I'm envisioning that Hydreigon comes in right after, and we just sub. We have not Tera'd yet either, so as long as we get Chip on Walking Wake, we should be good, I think. We should be good. Okay, let's Defog here. Sun's out. Let's go Hydreigon now, and just sub is the move. Because we can stall Sun from behind a sub. We're just gonna keep doing this. Do it again. And again, I think. Or, yeah, let's do it again. Dark Pulse once. This is kind of very offensive of a Torkoal, I think. I mean, it's breaking the sub consistently. Wakes in, gets all its thing back. My play, I think, would be to... So I could probably Dark Pulse. Oh, I'm actually faster than this thing. I'm actually faster. Hold on. This might be good. This might be really good. I mean, I should have actually switched then, because I didn't know I'd be faster. So I'll knock you out. And then Cerulege last. Hopefully you're not sashed, but you probably are. Are you gonna Swords Dance? Let's see. Let us see. You do Swords Dance. And I'm faster because I'm Choice Scarf. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm faster because I'm Choice Scarfed. Yo, you love to see it. So that's a really good benefit of having a Choice Scarf Iron Boulder. Not a lot of Pokemon are expecting that and set themselves to be faster than that Pokemon. I've outrun Pokemon like I don't know, Venusaur. I've outrun, you've just seen Cerulege. +2 Dragonite I've outrun too. If they're like adamant or whatever. It's kind of crazy. The speed on this Pokemon. Really, really useful. And we got to see Moltres just completely destroy a Hatterene from full. That's cool. Let's get the next one. Yeah, very respectable attack stat. I mean, we saw it destroy 2 back-to-back stuff going on in this video. Really loving it so far. They have a Ditto, so they might know my strategy if I show them. So they can see exactly what set I am on this Pokemon. So I should probably still attack what's in front of me because they don't have a switch in. The Ice Spinner here, so they're probably locked in. We get damage, that's good. And then we can go into Weezing here. So they'll take Rocket Helmet Chip, but they go Cerulege. Nice. Let's go Hydreigon here. Hydreigon is the play. We can just Dark Pulse what's in front of us. Nice 95. They close combat, knocking me out, but that's okay because, I mean, we can go Great Tusk here and just Ice Spinner to knock this out. Ice Spinner is also pretty good too versus stuff. I will attack this too, I think. It's probably a play I can make. Darts, cool. So it looks like they're leftovers, maybe Dragon Dance. I'm gonna go you, I'm gonna click Mighty Cleave and knock you out. So Dragapult's out of the way now. We've still got a Garchomp to deal with and a Great Tusk, but I feel confident right now if we go Moltres here as they knock off. Got rid of my Choice Band, unfortunately. But we could Brave Bird for some chip. That's always an option. They set up rocks here. I'm just gonna Brave Bird again as they go Toxapex. I should be able to U-turn actually and prevent this thing from regenerating by going Weezing and just clicking Defog here. It looks like they're Ice Beam. I'm gonna Wisp here. Pain Split once, get some chip. Ooh, okay, fine. I'll go Moltres now. As they set up rocks again. I can Brave Bird. And then Brave Bird again. And we knock out Toxapex, wow. Not bad. Not bad at all. So this mon's gonna knock me out here. It's gonna get locked into whatever. This will be fine, I think. Just gotta ensure, yeah, now ooh, Empoleon gets to come in now, and we get to Ice Beam. Great Tusk is dead. If they go Garchomp, we get to Ice Beam this too. You know, get some. Ooh, that's actually really strong. You were really strong, and now they've copied Empoleon, so we win with Boulder. Let's roost. Good game. Good game. Yep, forfeit. So strategic. Moltres actually did a lot of damage without Choice Band. That's the power of a base 100 attack stat. Naturally, base 100 attack stat means that it's going to be able to hit hard regardless, right? Like Talonflame, like just to give you a context here, you've seen Choice Band Talonflame in the past and it's been pretty strong. That's a base 81 attack. I mean, and we're rocking a base 100 attack on this Pokemon. Same typing as well. So, I mean, this is way, way stronger than Talonflame with Choice Band. So that's pretty nice to see. Just to get that little fun fact context right there. Okay. Kind of a threatening team they got here, right? I'll lead Great Tusk. They lead Darkrai. Let's just get a knockout turn 1. Goodbye, Darkrai. You can go to sleep and have bad dreams, not me. So now Dragonite's in, and Dragonite's a threat. Dragonite's a huge threat. How do we beat this? We can perhaps, I would say, I'm gonna go Empoleon first. Oh, they go Samurott. Okay, cool. I'll go Weezing. Interesting double they made there. Ceaseless Edge, let's just defog here. Remove hazards. Wisping is also pretty good too, but right, like they don't have a great Wisp switch in either way, but this Treads could be special, so I'm just gonna swap out. And then, gonna bring in my Great Tusk here, I think is the play. Should be the play. They knock off my Choice Scarf, which is actually ideal because now we don't have to get locked into any one move. So I could just Ice Spin. Oh, they stay in. I'll Ice Spinner again. Then go back to Weezing and try to defog away stuff. Hydreigon's also a good switch now. Hydreigon's also pretty good. Strength Sap doesn't matter to me. Kind of a free Dark Pulse for now at least. As they go Ogerpon, that does 50, that's really good damage. They definitely have Play Rough. The way they went into it, they definitely have Play Rough or U-turn, I would say. Knockoff, okay. Definitely gonna defog here. And yeah, they could get up rocks again. It's gonna be tough. But do they not have like something? I don't know. I'm gonna go Boulder and just close combat here. I think is my move. If they go Treads, that's good for me. If they go Sinistra, good play. Time for me to go Moltres. So my Great Tusk was actually faster than this Treads. I'm gonna Flare Blitz and knock out this thing. So there's gonna be no Stealth Rocks on my side. Not today, not ever. Let's go Great Tusk here. I don't think I need this mon as much. I definitely need Moltres. So let's let's go for the close combat here. Let them just go into that. That's fine. Hydreigon's the switch now, I think. Calm Mind, cool. It's an easy Dark Pulse for me. And then back into Tusk. If they have a priority move, they're free to go for it. Gonna Ice Spinner here now for some damage. And then we get a knockout with Moltres here with a Brave Bird. At least we'll pop the multi-scale or destroy Samurott, and we'll destroy Samurott here, so I'll take that. I will gladly take that. They've not Tera'd though, so that's gonna be still a little bit annoying. Just a little bit. So we gotta watch out for that. Saving Moltres is also good, but I feel like maybe we should not. Maybe we should not, but Empoleon keeping it around is good for the Roar. I don't think we'll be able to though, is the thing. Or maybe we can versus Dragonite. Yeah, I'll sack, I guess. Hydreigon can win in the end. Oh, they Power Whip and Overpredict. Wow. They Power Whipped and predicted predicted my Empoleon, so they just lost their Ogerpon. I'll take that. Dragonite's in with Brave Bird here. That does 43 through the multi-scale. And they Dragon Dance, so... yeah, this is great. Do they Tera is the question. I have no idea. No idea if they Tera or not. They Roost though, okay. So they are a Roost set. I'm gonna go Boulder here and just Tera Mighty Cleave, I think is my play. And I didn't need to do that really, but I did it, so... oh wait, if they Strength Sap here, I get to go Empoleon and then get a boost. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Competitive boost. Ice Beam time. Ooh, but they go for the Calm Mind here. Let's just Surf now. It's gonna do a lot. Ooh, this is heat. This is heat. How much is this Surf doing? Let's see. Decent. They can't Strength Sap. They can Matcha though. And that's not gonna probably do a lot anyways. So, good game. Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Oh, that's a heat game right there. Some heat plays. And we were able to use Moltres effectively. Every single game Moltres is putting in work. And this kind of shows you that, you know, this is not just some random, you know, situationally effective set. This is an actual effective set because not a lot of people know about it. And even Pokemon that are like physical walls in the tier will get, you know, a lot of damage on themselves from a Choice Band Brave Bird or a Choice Band. We haven't needed to Tera, but I think I have some replays of me Terraing to resist. I'll show you those in the end, but yeah, really satisfied right now with so far in the games that we're getting with Moltres. Really putting in a lot of work. And we didn't need to wait like too long to make that happen. It kind of happened pretty early on, so that was great. Looks like a team we've faced before. One of those standard ones, you know? So what do we lead with is the question. I kind of like, for this one, I kind of like the Moltres lead here. I kind of like the Moltres lead as lead Dragapult, so I am going to switch into Empoleon, see what they want to do. And they go Moltres. Nice, so this is pretty good. This is pretty good. I'm going to actually go Moltres here now. As the U-turn, they're going to go Ogerpon. This is the perfect bait. The perfect bait. Yup. The perfect bait. Oh, that's heat. That is super heat. Dragapult's back. Let's go Empoleon now. U-turn. Cool. Ooh, I think this might be banded. This might be choice banded, which would be good to know. Interesting. So now I'm going to Surf. I have my Shucka Berry intact. So this Surf should do not a lot because this is AV. Ooh, this mon is AV. Okay, so it's good to know what it is, right? I'm gonna actually Roost here on their Volt Switch. That does nothing. So we get nice health back. We get some nice health back here. I know they're Choice Band, but it's like, what can I even switch into? They're gonna Terra Ghost here and Terra Blast, so that's gonna do a lot and knock me out. Okay. So my play now would be to do what? I could go Hydreigon here, and I could just Dark Pulse as Treads comes in. That just 34, not bad. I'll Dark Pulse again. Little Chip. Ooh, and a little Flinch too, not bad either. Knock you out. King Gambit's in. Threat Alert. Threat Alert. Moltres, still kind of useful. Still kind of useful though. Kind of hard to switch into anything at the moment. I could go Great Tusk maybe first just to see what happens. They've already Terra'd, right? So now I'm going to double the Moltres here. And then I'm going to Brave Bird. Get a lot of... Ooh, that doesn't do much at all. Not much at all, but still good damage. Still really good damage. Gonna go Hydreigon and double the Weezing here. As they go King Gambit. And I'm going to Wisp here, see if I can burn this thing. But they go back to Moltres. That's fine. I'm going to go Boulder here as they... U-turn critical hit. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. That's fine. Yeah, this is tough. This is very tough. I'll cleave for damage, though, I think is my play. This is probably Clear Body and not Infiltrator, which means that I can still do work with Hydreigon here. I'm going to go Hydreigon now. Just Dark Pulse is the play. I think. Just get some damage on this Moltres, right? Which will, you know, in turn maybe open up something else. I'm gonna Dark Pulse again. King Gambit is in. I'll go Weezing here, I guess. See what they go for. Iron Head. Get some chip, you know? Get some nice chip. Moltres back. Just going to, I don't know. Pain Split, I guess. This should be fine, I think. Yeah, Moltres is super weak now, so we get a nice Pain Split on this Great Tusk. And then we can Strange Steam here, I guess. They just Earthquake. So we knock out Great Tusk. That's great. That is really great. There's actually a lot of weak stuff right now, which is really cool. Let's see what they go for. Tera Blast, okay. Which means we get to bring in Hydreigon and just Nasty Plot up. Is the play, I think. Because they have to switch, right? They have to switch. It's gonna be a Moltres sack here, so we Dark Pulse now. So we knock you out, okay. Ooh, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough. They have Tera though, which means we will stay in, then go Great Tusk, Choice Scarf, Headlong Rush twice to hopefully win the game. Do we win? And, ooh, critical hit. So close. We almost lost, but it was a critical hit, so we won the game. Ah, not bad. Not bad at all. So that was a really close one there. But I think we made the right plays. We were able to survive with certain things, knock out certain things, just clear the way for the Choice. See, nobody expects the double Choice Scarf. We had the Choice Scarf Boulder and the Choice Scarf Tusk. Choice Scarf Tusk is amazing. Really, really good in the meta. Pokemon that have like a booster, you know, energy type of build can really benefit with a choice item just to be able to use that. I mean, it's not really like for offenses and stuff like that. It's stronger to use a choice item, but speed-wise, it's good. It's like the same thing. So I like it a lot. And I have some replays for you all as well, so let's hop into those. Really good Moltres games and also a really solid Hydreigon game, which actually I'm going to show you all first. In fact, I would say this replay is probably like a guide to Hydreigon. I'd call this replay a guide to Hydreigon. Check this out. So going to be Toxapex versus my Great Tusk lead. I'm not going to stay in because, you know, Toxapex is bulky. It could live, which they bank on and try to stay in Toxic, or they could have gone Zapdos, so that's why I went into a nice Empoleon mid-ground. Now I double the Hydreigon. Check this out, right? I'm going to just stay in and sub, and now that we're behind the sub, this is really cool, right? Cinderace being faster can always U-turn out, but every time it tries to U-turn or go for a move that's faster, because they're going to switch out, and I'm faster than pretty much everything else for the most part, maybe not Zapdos, I don't know, but I can sub every single time on their U-turn, be behind the sub, which is safe, and even though Toxapex has Haze, they can only do this whole kind of Haze and, you know, get rid of my boost and stuff like that and switch out, regenerate, whatever. They can only do that limited number of times because eventually, one of these times they're going to get flinched. Not here, not yet, but just to kind of have that in mind. So I'm going to Nasty Plot again. They can't do anything to me behind the sub. They're just going to spam Haze. Now, they do have more Haze than I have Nasty Plots. However, on some of the times that, you know, they go for Haze and I don't, I can at least get some damage. And they do have limited recovers. There's only 8 recovers. They have to like manually switch. They called a good recover on that one at least, but still, like, I mean, 6 recovers versus 21 Dark Pulses. I think I have a pretty good shot here, right? Now, they're actually going to switch this time on my Dark Pulse. And here's what I'm going to do now. I'm actually going to Tera Steel, but they do have Protect. So I am a Steel type now, which is fine. It just means that U-turn, I don't think can break my sub, which actually makes Hydreigon even scarier versus their team. I think Steel is actually really good against their team. So me Terraing is actually pretty good. I'm going to Nasty Plot here again, and they're going to recover. I also am showing you this replay for the purpose of some certain thumbnail text, which is going to be perfect for the thumbnail. So like I said, they're going to get flinched now. This is like the first flinch out of all of them that I've done. Now they're forced to sack, so they're going to sack Golden Go because they need to regenerate. Bring in Cinderace here. They're going to Pyro Ball this time. I'm just going to Dark Pulse to knock out Cinderace. And so here, Ursaluna is in. I am going to switch out. I don't want to stay in because I know Ursaluna can be very bulky, so me getting a little chip on it is quite nice. I can always bring back in Hydreigon later. Hydreigon actually beats like the rest of their team pretty much. The Headlong Rush here, not going to knock me out because of my neutralizing gas, neutralizing their guts ability, so, and I am defensive. So I just do a little tiny pain split here thinking they might switch. They don't. And that's fine because guess who gets to come back in now? Our trusty old Hydreigon. So I get a Dark Pulse here and knock it out. And then 3 Mons left. Kyurem's coming in now, so this Mon really can't do anything to me. Does survive though. They can't sub. I don't know why they try to go for sub here. I am faster. Now I get to sub on them, on their, I mean, I am Levitate, their Earth Power. And this was earlier on, of course, while testing. But I just wanted to show you all the power of Hydreigon versus a team that just completely cannot handle it. Even though they have like a lot of good Mons on their team. A set like this is very, very good in the meta, I would say. Especially on a team like ours. So yeah, now we get the Dark Pulse here, the Heat Wave, I survive. Doesn't matter now because Toxapex is the last. And yeah, Toxapex is last here. They tell me, I dip. Good team. So I like that a lot. They appreciated my team, which is something I appreciated. Next game here is something I think I saved because the power of Moltres kind of impressed me a little bit. Let me show you all what went down. So I'm going to lead Great Tusk here. Because I'm Choice Scarf, I get to get some nice and clean damage on the low kicks to start things off as they knock off. So, I mean, this Mon is in range of Rocky Helmet Chip, but I just stay in and knock it out anyways because I am faster than it. It was like Adamant, I think. So now they go Great Tusk here and they go for the bulk up. I'm going to U-turn out. I did not expect them to stay in and not do anything about it. Thankfully, I am Empoleon with Shucka Berry, so I am just going to stay in and tank and go for the Ice Beam here. This was, I believe, earlier on before I had a water move, which is why I didn't go for it. As you can see, I have Ice Beam, Vacuum Wave, and my other move was Flash Cannon. So it wasn't the same set that I was running for this video in the main games. But now Hydreigon's in. Now Hydreigon gets to have some fun. Look at this. They try to Mirror Coat. That does not work on dark types. Do not try to Mirror Coat on a dark type unless you predict Tera. But yeah, so they're going to flip turn here. Not going to do much. I'm going to Nasty Plot. We're going to do the same kind of thing I showed you all, the technique where a faster Mon that's going to U-turn or have momentum, if you're healthy enough, sub, and they're going to have to be forced to take damage on something else, like Alomomola. But I'm going to Nasty Plot. I'm going to get greedy. I'm going to get a little greedy here. Because they're going to go Enamorous, and it's like, okay, so now a Mon has to die here, and it's going to be this Enamorous, which I'm going to be able to click Flash Cannon and knock it out. So a huge threat out of the way. Cinderace is in, and check this out. I'm going to go Moltres here on their U-turn as they bring in Great Tusk. This is fine, I'm faster. I'm not going to switch out this time. And look at this, they go Alomomola. They double out into Alomomola. Brave Bird does 64. That's crazy damage. I mean, granted, I'm pretty sure this is like AV, but that's still crazy damage. And then they go Tusk. I don't know why they doubled out here. They're trying to do something, but this Brave Bird is just destroying their team, and they forfeit because this Brave Bird Moltres just ran through the rest of their team. That was nice to see the damage potential. So I was like, while testing out, I was seeing the damage potential. I was like, this is a very promising set. This was early on while testing, really promising set. And then, so yeah, this game was the next one. I think Moltres did some stuff here, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see what happens. So, Great Tusk lead versus Dragapult. I think I get the immediate knockout here. As we saw in the very last game, which we just played. It's a really good attack. And then, look at this. What's with the Scarf Great Tusk? This is the third time I see this. A lot more people are using it. I could go back and find like that one video I did a long time ago with, I don't know how long ago it was, but I definitely used Choice Scarf Great Tusk before it was being seen. I'm sure other people, maybe others have been trying to use it too, but yeah, it's definitely more popular now for sure, from what I'm seeing. Anyways, now Ogerpon's in. I'm gonna go Weezing, and Power Whip is going to still do some decent damage, but like Rocky Helmet Chip is good on this thing to get it nice and weak. I'm able to get the Wisp. I've missed so many Wisps while testing too. It's a very inaccurate move for what it is, or what it should be. But yeah, I'm gonna Pain Split here. Doesn't really heal much, but I mean, getting rid of Ogerpon is always nice. And I don't really need Weezing too much. Like, the main reason you'd want to preserve Weezing as much as possible is if your opponent has like Rillaboom and Zamazenta or stuff like that on the same team. Then you really want to preserve Moltres and Weezing. Oh, Cinderace versus Great Tusk. Look at this. Goodbye. Great Tusk is super good against their team. They go Kyurem here, and I know that I can't knock this out in one, so I'm still gonna just attack anyways, just to get damage, because I know that my other mons will be able to like do well against the rest of the team. Like nothing I really need to preserve too much. Like now Boulder gets to come in. I have double Choice Scarf, right? So they Tera ground and lose their Kyurem here because they thought you know, they were gonna be faster, but nope, I am double Choice Scarf. Now we get to go Empoleon, and then they Calm Mind. So oh, the cool thing is like Moltres is just so good on the against the end game. Look at this. The switch to Slowking, predicting the special attacks when they get hit by an 83% of Brave Bird. It's like, what do you do at that point? Nothing, because everything gets destroyed here. Last mon Iron Valiant, Moonblast into Brave Bird, 100% on the Iron Valiant here. And yeah, another great case of Moltres just being so good. Choice Band. And then the last one is this one. This one, they said some pretty interesting things. I want to analyze this all with you. Let's go through this game. So yeah, they're rocking a pretty like interesting team here. Just nice Choice Band Rillaboom probably, or some Rillaboom set and Ogerpon and like a bunch of threats. They said have fun, so you know I'm planning on having fun. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna U-turn out here into Great Tusk and close combat on their guard. They just stay in and go for the curse. I don't know why they did that, but you know, we'll take that. They'll just sack their guard here, which is nice. And then they're gonna bring in Ogerpon. I just stay in to get damage on Ogerpon because it's just gonna be good for the later game. And the Ivy Cudgel here to knock me out. Now, look at this. So wait, I go Boulder here. Look at this. Scarf Tusk is such an ick. Like, grow up. What does this have anything to do with anything? Like, grow up? What? Like, they need to grow up. They're so passionate about not liking Scarf Tusk. They had to say something. Kind of crazy. But anyways, I close combat as they switch to Rillaboom. And then I get to go Weezing here to get some chip on this Rillaboom. They knock off, that's fine. And then, yeah, they get rid of my Rocky Helmet. That's perfectly okay because their team actually looks really not great into Weezing. Because the only mon that they have right now that can really beat it, like reliably, is Golden Go, but we're burning it and we can get rid of it in time. They are a nasty plot though, so I'm gonna try to get as much damage as I can on the Golden Go by going for I think Surf here. Yeah, go for Surf, get nice 37. Terrain's gonna, I think, wear off here. No, it's 3 more turns actually. This is a I think grassy, what is it, extender or whatever? Terrain extender. Ting Lu's in. So unfortunately, with Ting Lu on the field, it's gonna be hard to turn this into a Ting Loser if they have Whirlwind, which they probably do. So they're gonna set up rocks here. I'm just gonna go for the Flash Cannon just to get a little chip. They will be out into my Weezing, which is ideal because I get to defog on pretty much, you know, anything they have, including the Golden Go past it with the neutralizing gas. The Earthquake here, so I'm like, that's fine. If I can just like weaken Ting Lu, that'll be nice. I Wisp here, so they actually go Ogerpon, and I'm probably predicting Pain Split or something. But now I get to go Hydreigon here, and I'm going to, I mean, Hydreigon is really good against their team. I double predicting Play Rough. They actually double Ivy Cudgel, which is a good play on their part. I thought I might scout for the Play Rough because my Hydreigon is actually a pretty good win con for the team. Weavile's in now, and yeah, I'm gonna go Moltres here. Icicle Crash does too much. Choice Band Icicle Crash, very, very strong against my team. I go back to Boulder here because I know that I can do some good damage on whatever comes in. That is 27. And then the next one does 23. So a very not great roll on our end here. I have 2 mons left. It's Weezing at 30 and Hydreigon. So I might lose this game. Maybe. Let's see. So Weavile comes in. They Tera Ice Shard. I don't know why or what was going through their head by clicking Ice Shard over Icicle Crash, but you know what? We'll take that because guess what happens now? Hydreigon gets to come in, and I think it still beats it anyways now. Look at this, Tera Steel. We get the Tera Steel Nasty Plot here, and then they're gonna go Rillaboom. I'm just going to hide behind a sub. Last mon, I can't get Whirlwinded, right? I can't get Ice Sharded or Icicle Crash now, it's burnt. I get to Dark Pulse here, knock it out. And then, look at what they said. They said cheese to victory. Who? Who are they talking about? They choked. They clicked Tera Ice Shard. They tried to lock themselves into it, thinking I don't know if they thought what my Hydreigon set was or what it could be, but they wanted to just Ice Shard, and then they just lost, and then they melted. So yeah, that's another game I wanted to show you all, and just to kind of close this video out with some of the fun test games I had with this team and some funny thumbnail text that I received from people while testing. I hope you all enjoyed this video as much as I did. Moltres was fire, absolutely a fire Pokemon. Choice Band Moltres, it's really strong. It is incredibly strong. I don't know how, so I mean, Moltres is a base 100 attack. What does Zapdos have? Base 90, okay, and then Articuno? It's probably less, right? Or Ticuno? 85, yeah. So Moltres actually has the highest attack stat out of the 3 birds. What about, I mean, I'm sure Galarian Zapdos has more, yeah, because that's 125. Then what about Galarian Moltres? It has 85, and then Galarian Articuno has 85. Okay, so then, I mean, Galarian Zapdos, we all know that's a physical attacker, and any set you see from that is going to be a physical attack. Oh, what's a special attack? Hold on. 85, ooh. Ooh, it actually is kind of nice. But you'd expect, like, you know, Galarian Zapdos to be physical attacking. You would not expect Moltres to be a physical attacker, like a dedicated physical attacker set. I've seen Brave Birds, I've seen the occasional Brave Birds sometimes here and there on it, which is a good move for it. Does a lot of damage to stuff, but yeah, you don't see a set like this. And this set was effective, super effective. Even though it was not super effective on certain stuff, it was 2-KOing things, it was O-KOing things. Yeah, definitely a great Pokemon overall to feature. And I'm glad I got a suggestion to kind of look more into Moltres and use a set that, you know, is kind of underexplored, because I think we built a really good team with it. But I look forward to hearing from you all in the comments, as I always do. Appreciate all the suggestions as always, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.